Welcome back, everyone. Here is the second game to the series that I was casting earlier. This is the second game, and it is between Epic Gamer and CLG. And this time I do have a co-caster with me because he was a douche last time and completely made his computer crash. So I have Cody again from PlayerPOV. Say hi.
You always introduce me so weird. Okay, what's up, players? It's Cody. Yes, my computer crashed, but I'm here now, so everything's fine.
Everything's not fun. Okay, so you see CLG coming in here. They are invading. They are trying to take these double golems and deny it from EG, which is a really common strategy happening right now. Hotshot is leading the pack with his ruptures, making sure that they are clear to take this, and they will try to take red as well. And Epic Gamer is actually a little scared. They are running, or are running, actually, sorry, they're not running CV. Yeah, it's actually running heal exhaust this time, and they do not know where CLG is. They have put an offensive ward down to try to see for crossing, but looks like there's actually going to be some counter invading here.
Yeah, I mean CLG has such a high 1v1 comp, like sorry, level 1 comp. Ali started just with that CC and the Cho'Gath, he started with his Q, so it's a lot of CC at the start of the game. So it's very good for them to invade, and they are going to be taking this red, so it is going to be a successful invade, but EG is actually in CLG's jungle right now taking their red, so it's going to work out really well for them.
And Sona actually picks up the kill on the big goal and making sure that CLG cannot steal that from them because they tried. And St. Vicious does pick up red. Looks like Dandan actually picked up GP's red as well, so it wasn't even trade there. And he's going to just continue on to golems. And we're seeing Dyrus on Kennen against Hotshot top. That's quite interesting. Kennen is pretty
Yeah, that is
dominant.
pretty interesting. I mean, Kennen is obviously an amazing laner, but Hotshot GG's Cho'Gath is not underestimatable. So, and Danjin was free to just jungle in their jungle because he did know that they counter jungled him. Because Sona did see that golem and did pick it up, so they were able to be just freely roaming in their in CLG's jungle.
I kind of want to talk about how actually St. Vicious is running GP jungle. I've actually learned recently that, well, not learned, but GP, when he jungles, is more of like a support jungler. He doesn't really build too much damage late game. He's mostly just there to raise morale and, maybe Q every once in a while. And he's not, too strong as a ganker as well. His slow has been nerfed quite heavily. But it's kind of interesting to see that he's running that still, or at least in this game.
Yeah, and actually a few pings go up bottom, so we'll possibly see something. But they were defensive pings from EG.
Yeah, Yat's actually being really protective. He's not really harassing too much because he does not want to get caught by Chaucer and Doublelift. Doublelift does have his condemn now, so if Alistair gets a really nice knock up on a Sona, they can kill her, or at least blow her heal and exhaust.
Yeah, Ashe is not the best AD at the start of the game. She doesn't do a lot of damage at all. So she's really just going to have to be passive and farm it out and make sure she gets those items and just not get killed, basically. I think that's their main goal right now, is not to get killed by this Alistar Vayne.
Yeah, they have a really strong initiation team where Ashe can just arrow someone on or on CLG, and they have a Sona ult, a Kennen ult, and Swain his Never move to kind of back that up. So Ashe or Westwich really just wants to make sure to make it through this laning phase without dying too much, pick up as much CS as he can, and just try to make it to that mid game where his ulti can be really effective. And we see St. Vicious actually is going to be going for a gank on Kennen in a second.
Yeah, St. Vicious and actually Chauster is coming down bottom to make sure Doublelift's okay. But we'll see if St. Vicious actually does anything right now. Kennen is very overextended, so he can potentially get this in, and the Rupture does go down onto Dyrus, and the Silence goes down also. St. Vicious is going to Q him and hit the Ignite off on him, flashes in to slow him even more, and it does look like they are going to get this kill, and that is first blood onto Kennen.
Really good job by Hotshot to land that initial Rupture on a Kennen to keep him slowed. Because that's really what St. Vicious was waiting for Kennen to rush away. Once that was down, then he could easily initiate because Kennen can't really run away too fast. But really good Rupture by Hotshot to make sure that first blood happened.
Yeah, it looks like Dandan's actually just putting a little pressure onto Big Fat LP, but it's not really going to do much because he actually does get a hit off onto Shyvan and not doing a lot of damage, but...
Yeah, Dandan knows that GP was top, so he's trying to counter jungle here, but he does not see that GP or Big Fat LP and St. Vicious is actually coming. Big Fat LP getting that stun onto Dandan, really nice stun, and gets the Ignite off. It looks like Dandan going down to Chauster going down to Big Fat LP, but Chauster doing a really good job coming from bottom lane to make sure they cut Dandan's escape off in every direction. And Chowster saying M5.
Yeah, that's an M5 play right there. That was a lot of coordination. It was a very good job on their part. It looked like he had no way to escape there.
Yeah, Denden kind of did overextend in the enemy jungle. He thought he had a little more time than he actually had, seeing that GP was top and ganked Dyrus. So unfortunately, Denden does go down, and that does set EG quite far behind. In the beginning of the game, they're already down almost 2k gold.
Yeah, that first blood was really detrimental.
That's
And
my word. Awkward moment there.
that's your word?
That's my word.
Oh, sorry. You say that? Like
I do. Quite
oh,
heavily.
okay. Sorry. I say decimate. So if you hear me say that, then that's my word.
I don't like that word.
Oh, sorry.
It sounds too gory.
Too guard. Yeah, that's the point. This is intense right now. This matchup. So Top's actually kind of passive right now. I think Dyrus got scared off by that thing, and he's trying to hold the lane in the middle right now instead of pushing out. Bottom, Westrice and Nat are actually doing very well at what they're supposed to be doing. They're not getting caught by this Vayne Alistar, and they are just farming. Let's see their farms actually. Ashe is at 44, Vayne's at 52, so it's not a very high lead on Vayne, so it's very good on Ashe's part.
Yeah, you're talking about top lane where Dyrus is really trying to keep the lane in the middle, and unfortunately for Dyrus, since he did get first blooded, he was unable to get the CS he needed to get his Hex Tech, so he is, his Hex Tech Revolver, so he is having to play passive, knowing that Cho'Gath does have his passive, which heals him, and as well as a Philo Stone, so Dyrus really just trying to get that Hex Tech to put some sort of lane dominance out.
Yeah, he really does need that now. Cho'Gath winning a lane is it's pretty bad. If he wins the lane, he just gets so tanky and so farmed, and he has so much control over the lane, considering he can just push it out and just roam freely.
It'd be interesting to see if Hotshot actually does kind of go AP with his Cho'Gath, or as he typically has done in the past, just kind of tank, trying to get that strong front line. Yeah.
I guess it all depends on how fed he really gets and how farmed he gets. But we know Hotshot, and he farms like hell, so.
Yeah, that one thing CLG is kind of lacking is like a really strong front line. All they have is Alistar and Cho'Gath. And we see Big Fat LP coming in from bottom, or coming in from middle with the gank, and Westrice having a flash over that wall. And Double with flashing as well. He would be able to pick up this kill on Westrice. Really good job by TF to see that EG was overextended. And Big Fat LP really helping right there to get that kill. And GP as well, as we saw, his ulti did slow Ashe down.
Yeah, that works really well. Their global ultis is really gonna help them in this game, especially because if TF gets some early farm and early kills, he's really strong late game. He does a lot of burst damage, and that stun really just helps in engaging team fights.
Well, it looks like CLG is actually trying to take this game early because they know if EG does make it to late game, they are going to have a really strong team, and they are trying to get that lead by getting Dragon here, as we see.
Yeah,
Epik
that's a perfect time to get Dragon.
Yeah, especially after getting that kill onto Ashe. And EG doesn't actually have any wards down.
Yeah, so they don't even
at
know.
all. Yeah, so they really need to ward this bush here. I'm looking at to make sure that TF is not ulting down. I would expect Saucy to maybe ward this bush by River to make sure, because TFs usually have to come down here, and when you see a TF coming there, bot lane can see that with a ward and know they have to get back and play really passive.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
I do make a lot of sense.
So I do make a lot of... Wow, okay. So Dyrus actually isn't warding a lot top, but it doesn't look like he really needs to, because the lane hasn't really been pushed out that much. Just kind of farming. Actually, he just put down a ward now, so that completely irrelevates the sentence that I just said.
Dyrus is listening in. He's like, "Ooh, bitch, I just gotcha." And Hotshot did go for that catalyst, so I actually wouldn't be surprised if he goes for another Banshee's Veil. He did that last game.
Oh, and bottom, actually, Chowster going down to that Sona ultimate.
Oh,
wow,
I missed that.
He just took a lot of damage. Like, it wasn't even fair.
Well, I was saying top lane that Cho'Gath actually did, Hotshot actually did run a Banshee's Veil last game because EG went really heavy AP with a Rumble and who was in middle?
Oh, TF actually ulting down to bottom lane and GP ultimate onto them, taking so much damage right now. Not Nguyen going down to Vayne, but Vayne is also taking a lot of damage, actually getting that Kadem into the wall. Dandin going to get away from this TF, but it looks like he's going to dive. He flashes in and stuns Westrice, gets the kill onto him. Saucy heading up right now, missing the stun, but it looks like they're going to be chasing him, trying to get him down. That stun slows them down a lot right now, and Big Fat LP just running away.
Wow.
Very good.
Oh,
Oh, he flashes in, and he's oh, but okay. That was good part. Good play on Salsy's part. I didn't think he was gonna get that kill because of that Alistar push. That headbutt, that was really good, but he still got the kill out of it.
do you remember who was mid last game for Epic Gamer? CLG ran Cassiopeia, and Epic Gamer ran
Oriana.
Oriana. Okay, Oriana, thank you. Sorry, and Hotshot got that Banshee's Veil for that team specifically since they're heavy AP, but I'm really curious to see if he's going to go for Rada Aegis this time, since all they really have is... Well, sorry, they have Swing Cannon, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a Banshee's Veil. Sorry about that.
Yeah, yeah.
And you see that St. Vicious actually counter jungling a little bit, taking EG's blue. Really good job on his part. It really... Swing without a blue is really useless, so...
Oh, yeah. Although he does have a blue right now.
Yeah, that I believe he did.
Take that.
Yeah.
So...
But Darius, if you see at top, he has picked up his Hex Tech. He will be going for his Woda for the first item. Really gives him that lane's sustainability by being able to just life or spell steal off of everything he sees, which is really kind of a broken mechanic with characters that require no resource with their abilities.
Yeah.
Like Vladimir, Kali, Kennen.
Either broken or super fun. One of those two.
A little bit of both.
So a ping going down bottom by double lift onto Nat. So they could possibly try something right now. Although Dandin is waiting in the back right now for them. And an arrow goes down onto Chowster. He ulties out of that arrow. So kind of bad. They were probably looking to hit double lift there. But
well, as we see, that double lift actually does have cleanse up, and has not noticed there is a ward in his first bush. So they CLG actually saw Dandin coming.
And there he gets it right now.
So yeah, he does pick that up finally. We should probably look at items. It looks like Westrice getting the typical 2 Doran's Blades. And we see TF ulting in from top again, or in from middle, with the GP ult as well. And really nice condemn on the Westrice into that wall. Really just demolished that Ashe. And Westrice, or sorry, Double still leveling up that tumble over condemn, but still amazing amount of damage going on Ashe. They get that really easy kill, and CLG is really trying to just take this early and mid game really hard. They are up 6k gold. And they know they have to get this done early game, and they are doing it really well.
Yeah, that Sona ult it worked, but the thing is, Big Fat LP got his wild cards off before, so it hit him and just did so much damage, and then that commend into the wall was a very good stun. Worked out perfectly for them.
The amount of CC they have because of that is insane. Yeah. Because you have a TF stun, you have an Alistair knockup and knockback, and you have a Vayne condemn. So if TF does come down to the bottom, it's pretty much almost a guaranteed kill for them.
Yeah, exactly. And not to mention in team fights, they'll have that Cho'Gath for the silence and the rupture.
Yeah, and we see, St. Vicious actually knows that Epic Gamer's blue is up. So he does try to want to steal this from Swain when Swain is just so weak without it. And we see Darius coming in here trying to protect him as well, knowing that they really need to get this blue to Swain. And we might see a little bit of action here. St. Vicious going in, does not get his smite off, and Dandin does just secure that to deny them from getting it as well. And
yeah, that was an awesome Kennen stun on Darius' part.
Yeah, and on St. Vicious, I was talking about earlier, where you have to run kind of like a support GP. We actually see him with an Aegis, so we're just reaffirming that when you run like jungle GP, you have to kind of go supporty. You can't really, you don't get the money you need to build tanky, or to
exactly.
Build your War Amongst Atlas.
Yeah, and actually, I've seen a lot of junglers doing that, getting an Aegis and just kind of supporting more than dealing a lot of damage, because the tankier you are and the tankier your team is, it works so much better.
What are you drinking, sir? I heard that soda.
Oh, it's actually a Barks root beer. Yeah.
What?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
How old are you? And we see GP actually coming in here for the bottom, maybe trying to get a kill, but does pick up a little CS. Luckily, yeah, it does have a couple wards down to kind of prevent that. And GP just helping out, giving that ward in Tribush. Looks like TF actually might be coming down here for another gank. They do put a ping on a Westrice trying to get this kill. And yeah, it does realize that TF is in the vicinity. So CLG is trying to take this another dragon. They're really doing some really strong dragon control. Looks like we have 4 members from each team. Ash getting a really nice arrow. However, on an Alistair, it's really useless because he can just ulti out of it. He really needs to land that on one of their carries. And Chowster's doing a really good job to be, a body block for them. And we see that Hotshot is actually come down because they really want to make sure they pick up this dragon to kind of give them an even bigger lead than they're at right now. And it looks like EG actually won't be able to stop them unless Dandan's able to get a really nice smite still onto it. But I don't think he'll be able to with Hotshot down here with his feast. And CLG does pick it up. Dandan ulting in. However, he does get demolished by Hotshot with a really nice feast. Saint just popping his ulti down onto West Rice and Salsi. And Salsi getting a really nice ulti, or never move onto two of them. TF does ulti in behind him and does get the stun on a Sona. And they do switch to Ashe right after that kill on Sona and pick her up as well. Really good job by CLG. They get 3 kills. They get a dragon. Really sets them extremely far ahead. They are now up to 9k gold almost ahead. And this game is really starting to seem one-sided and completely in favor of CLG.
Yeah, their shortcoming in that fight is that Dyrus was not able to get down there when they started Dragon. They started Dragon, and by the time Dyrus got there, it was already dead, and Dandan was dead too. So it just kind of wasn't a very good position for EG to be in.
I was really surprised Dandan actually ulted into that. I mean, he really wanted to get that dragon, yeah, but he didn't have any support around him in the sense that anyone on his team was actually south of dragon and he was north of dragon.
Yeah, yeah. And if they would have gone in, they could have just really focused down their team and just killed them instead of Dan. So Dan was really on his own in that one.
And he just got completely feasted by
Yeah,
Cho'Gath.
that was a lot of damage that went on onto him. Wow.
I actually want to see if Hotshot is running any AP. He's not running any AP runes, so he will be strictly tank. But still, just the power of Feast is just ridiculous.
Yeah, it always does damage no matter what you do. So,
and I believe they did actually fix the bug recently where if someone was shielded, it would kind of prevent Feast damage. It was kind of weird where you could not kill someone who was shielded. And
yeah, they did fix that.
We see Dandan and Dyrus coming here trying to get this kill on a Hotshot, but Hotshot just able to walk away. Still has his flash up, so I don't believe they're actually going to get a kill on him. Dyrus does ulti, and they both ulti after him to try to dive him on tower. They do get the ignite onto him, and Dandan taking heavy damage from turret. He is going down to turret. Oh, he gets down to Hotshot's feast, and Dyrus trying to pick up that kill on Hotshot, but Hotshot just dancing like he's river dancing around that turret, and dodges Dyrus's Q. And we see Big Fat LP actually ulting in. They will pick up this kill on Dyrus. Really good job by Hotshot there. Wow, I was really surprised to see he lived through that.
I just want to point out that flash that Big Fat LP landed was amazing because he completely avoided Swain's snare.
Oh yeah, really I did catch that. I just didn't really mention it.
Yeah, that was awesome. Wow, CLG's just showing really good teamwork in this game right now.
Yeah, they really want to pick up this Baron here, and they probably could have done it because they did have 4 members there, and Cho'Gath or Hotshot was coming in, and we see Hotshot actually picking up a Force of Nature. Wow. So I'm curious to see if he does go a Rod of Aegis still with this Catalyst, or if he's going to go even more MR with the Banshee's Veil, because he's kind of just going... He's going the kind of Cho'Gath build where you cannot kill him.
Oh, yeah. And that's going to be really bad. He's getting a lot of feet, too. 157 creeps, and to Dyrus is only 132. So he is quite a bit above him. 30 more CS.
Yeah, and we see, actually he has an Oracle at the moment. He's actually kind of far behind. He does not have his Heart of Gold yet. So CLG doing a really good job denying just all around for EG.
Yeah, so they're just going to probably go through clear the wards. And they do know that blue's up, so they are going to take it. And that's just going to deny Swain another blue, which is something that Swain really, really needs.
It's kind of funny. Obviously, Dyrus checking that bush, but was like, yep, I'm getting the hell out of this. We saw last game, though, that EG did a really good job controlling CLG's blue, and it's kind of funny seeing it happen the other way around this time.
Yeah, it's just like a complete opposite thing happening right now.
And we see TF does have his death cap. Swain does have a Rod of Aegis as his first item 19 minutes in. He's not going to be doing too much damage with what he's had to go right now, unless he is able to pick up a couple kills. He does have 124 CS to TF's 141, but TF also has 4 kills. So he has been out of lane, but he is still managed to keep up in CS and pick up 3 more kills. And it looks like, actually overextending. It looks like he was looking in a different lane. He just ran straight into 3 of CLG, and he goes down. And not to mention double with picking up the kill on bottom on Shyvana, as well as the kill on Ashe. And he might just try to die to turret here and try to, deny EG some gold.
Yeah, this is our version of denying Dota players. If you're watching right now. Where is he going?
Do you want to see if he can escape? And he just does go down. And here's the surrender. Looks like Epic Gamer actually did realize that that game was over. Maybe that's why just ran in. But really good job by CLG to kind
Yeah,
of
GG.
completely turn the game around from the first game to this game.
Yeah, that was a really fun game to watch.
All right, well that's it, guys. Please like and subscribe the video, and also check out PlayerPOV. I'll have another link in the info. This has been Butley, and this is where you go. And this has been Cody from
This has
PlayerPOV.
been Cody from Player POV.
There you go. All right, we'll catch you next time.
See ya.